Greetings to you viewers. My name is Pastor Yvonne Chipindu as we are completing this series of teaching Kingdom Currency. Do you know in Genesis, God gave Abraham a promise, and he said to Abraham, I'm giving you this promise and to your posterity, meaning that we also were included. So now if you go down with the scriptures, you will know that this promise that God gave to Abraham was of the Holy Spirit. So he has now given us, and when Jesus died, he left us with this Holy Spirit. So it now takes a mature child or a mature believer to use that currency. Remember, it is already there for us to use. But if you are a baby, just imagine you give your baby your credit card to go and get some things in the shop. Your baby, when he reaches the till, he will forget the pin. Why? Because he's still a baby. But if you give that card to a mature person, he will bring the things that you have sent him because he is mature. So there is need for maturity in this kingdom so that we'll be able to use this currency. Imagine when Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead, it only took a mature believer to raise a dead person. So because Jesus Christ was mature enough, he had that intimacy with God, it was possible for him to use that currency to raise Lazarus from the dead. Remember, Jesus was walking on water, and Peter wanted to follow him. Like I said last week, he just did maybe 4 steps and failed because he was still a baby. He couldn't use that kingdom currency in order to walk to reach to where Jesus was because of his because he was a baby. So now if you are mature enough in this kingdom, you are able to take everything that you need and use this currency as you wish, because we have already been given this currency. Like as I have said, that this currency has no boundaries. As long as you have faith, you can move mountains. Jesus even said in the scriptures. And if you remember very well, Jesus healed the blind with this faith. He made the lame to walk with this faith. He even did a lot of things in the Bible. Imagine he was at a wedding, there was no wine. And he only asked them to bring the jars with water. And because he had this currency with him, he changed that water to wine. So you can use this currency anywhere, at any time, in any situation. This is Jesus. He saw Jairus. Jairus' daughter was dead. But Jesus just used that currency to make that daughter to resurrect. So you, child of God, wherever you are, you want a job, you need a job right now. I know you've got your certificates. Use that currency of faith. You are a barren woman with no child, just like Hannah. Use that currency of faith and you'll have a baby. You are not married. Use that currency of faith. Don't use the currency of your beauty. It's not going to work. Because you've got money, it's not going to work. But the currency of faith, you believing in God. There is a girl, if you remember the story of Naaman. Naaman had leprosy. And this girl knew the man of God who was in her city. And she said, if you can only go to that man of God, you will be restored. So Naaman went to that man of God and his health was restored. Why? Because he had faith. So as a child of God, use your kingdom currency wherever you are at any time. Remember, we have been given already through our forefather Abraham. So use it. Until we meet again next week, stay blessed. If you have enjoyed this message, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and share.